And we're back. What is he doing this time?
He's recording episode 2. It's called The Dudes.
When do they get here? All I hear is a bunch of dorks.
Nah, man. He had a good first episode. He's feeling pretty good about himself. Now he's got his buddies over here to talk episode 2.
Well, I was able to get on the internet and see how many people listened to episode 1, and count them on just a couple of fingers here.
All right, it takes a while for these things to get going, so, again, let's just see what he can do.
Well, let's see what he can do now. I hear these dorks talking already.
You checking oil? Wait, what?
Checking everybody's oil.
Hey, stay away from my oil.
Come out here. Oh, is that Chuck?
Don't be checking nobody's oil.
That's a wrestling move, buddy. Oh, no. You guess who just walked in?
Here she is. No! Step over here to say a couple words for us, Bridget. Come on. Come on. We need to hear your voice.
Tell Bridget you were able to.
Look, it's not an episode unless the damn dog's barking somewhere. It's not an episode unless we have the damn dog.
No!
He's got a button for Bridget. A Bridget button.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
He wouldn't even look. You got to tell him to look because I was waving.
He's waving at you. Yep. Okay, very good. Bagging glasses and your hands on the table definitely come through.
Probably not good.
Yeah, definitely. So, there you go. That's a positive test. Yeah.
Oh, actually, we might use that tonight.
I'm not
we might
saying
use
you got to
that.
put your drink away. I'm just saying that you just stop doing that.
Yeah, okay. We might have an opportunity.
I just leave mine.
You ain't got to go home.
Safer
Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. You don't want to get that either. Yeah. So, just a reminder before we get started, this is not a political show. And should you go down the world of politics, you're going to get this sound.
This is CNN.
Which means you violated the politics policy.
Nice.
Aaron's gonna struggle with this mightily.
I was going to lead with that. Did you hear what Donald Trump said?
Hey, so what is your opinion on the Supreme Court decision on tariffs?
Yeah, we're not doing that. In fact, if you do decide you want to go down that road,
Fuck you!
and that'll be the end of it. So,
No, that's why I'm sitting here quiet because, like I told you, get in the red zone and I'm just not here.
Bullshit.
all right. If Steve starts telling us,
we have topics, my friend.
Tales from the bedroom. I mean, I can put a stop to it.
We can have topics.
I mean, I can.
Well, if you run out of material, I probably can pull out a list.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about you pulling out of anything. Let's be honest.
Well, I have 3 kids, so I don't think I was very good.
No, you clearly failed the pull-out method in your youth. I think we've established that. Oh,
never my forte.
All right.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty. One neighborly day for a beauty. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So, let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you
I love it. I've actually caught myself listening that a few times. It gets me excited. I mean, it's a pumped up metal version of Won't You Be My Neighbor from the Mr. Rogers Show. Welcome to McGuire's Neighborhood. This is a special night. This is something I've looked forward to doing ever since I had this crazy, goofy idea. I want to thank Clint Robinson Music via YouTube for that fantastic edition of Won't You Be My Neighbor. I'd like to start right away with tonight's guest. To my right via Zoom, the internets, it is Aaron Monroe. Woo! That was about the worst reception I think I've ever heard in my time. I mean,
come on, pump it up.
In all is
pump
hope.
it up.
Listen, hello everyone. How you doing?
Good, man. I can't believe we actually got this technically figured out.
It is a long time coming. I'm going to enjoy talking about the fact that we were supposed to do this 7-8 years ago.
You will be allotted your time. You will. I'd like to reclaim my time because I'm trying to introduce the guest
I'd like
here.
to, Senator, I need to speak, please. Sir,
Here we go.
You can reclaim your time when.
This is CNN.
Just a quick reminder: we're not going down that road. We're not doing politics here. My next guest, Stephen Crosby.
Yes, sir.
Now, Stephen, just to be fair, being the good boss that he is, took his staff out this evening.
I did.
And was nice enough to break off festivities there and join us here.
Yeah.
So
wouldn't miss it.
No, it's. I'm glad you're here. And also sitting here at the table, it's Perry.
You going to play my music?
Well, I was hoping some sort of reception from the other two guys.
No
Everybody else
music.
here is
No,
clear.
sorry. No music.
There it is.
Very easy.
You know what I noticed
jealous
right
that
off
Perry has
the-
his own theme music.
Yes.
Damn.
Sean sounds like the sports reporter that their sports radio guy that he once was. You know his voice. Aaron sounds like NPR for some reason. I'm expecting, tonight on All Things Considered.
Professionals.
Yes.
This has been going on for a very long time, and it's just popped right back up ever since I started preparing to do this, whatever it is I'm doing. My wife and my children are convinced that I have what they have, quote unquote, a radio voice.
Yeah.
I call it a strip club voice.
Next on
strip club
stage,
Tuesday.
Amber on the
I love
side
it.
stage, Cinnamon.
Yes.
Last dance, last chance, fellas.
You sure they didn't say you have a face for radio?
That's been said a lot. That joke has been run down the road.
Definitely
kicked
true.
Yeah, that's I've
But
heard that.
You have a
thousand-
fantastic radio voice.
Well, that's
we all know it.
true.
You know it. We all know it. He tries to be humble about it.
I have people skills.
No, he doesn't have people skills. That I can tell you. But
No one's ever accused him of that.
no one's ever accused him of that.
No.
Maybe we'll dive into that a little bit tonight. I don't know. We get into the psychology
Right.
of Sean.
Why are you the way you are?
But he does have a fantastic voice.
I'd rather not.
That's a four-part.
Enough from the clown.
All right, let's get moving here. I have in my notes that I want to get this out of the way. Now, episode 1, if you haven't checked it out, please do. I'm a little surprised. And I don't mean to, I'm not tooting horns. I'm not tooting at all. We had quite a few listeners to episode 1. Nobody's more gobsmacked and shocked than I am, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, surprising. I like that setup. Thank you for throwing that heater straight down, middle of the plate, so I could send it to the bull.
You're a little defensive over there tonight. What's going on?
You know what?
Sense a little defensiveness over there.
All right. Let's
Can we
just
drill
let
into that?
He's been sitting on it over there. The fuse is lit. He's
Well,
just
defensive.
sitting on it right now. And let's let him. Aaron, you have the floor. Do your thing.
Yes. So, Sean, about 7 years ago, what did I say to you? What was I saying to you about podcasting?
Well, you asked me multiple times to come down the golden path of podcasting with you, and me being fresh out of my brief and rather sad radio career, as I covered in the first episode, I thought they were a waste of time and nobody would listen. And yes, I was wrong. I totally admit I was wrong.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, Sean, we will have so much fun. It'll be great. And you guys know Sean. Oh, no, this is terrible.
Be fucking nice.
Nobody's ever going to listen.
Fuck
Podcasts
up
are
in
stupid.
here.
It's radio. And then all of a sudden, 6 months ago, he's like, hey, you know what? I know you're going to kill me. I know you're going to hate me, but I've been thinking about doing podcasting.
Well, Aaron, I think people are entitled to change their opinions, don't you think? No?
Steve, are we talking about the same Sean?
Well, I think people, maybe not Sean McGuire, but
I do remember Sean multiple times telling us, once you're gone, you're gone.
look,
There's no change. Once you're out, you're out.
there may be history there.
So I appreciate you, Sean. I appreciate you being humble, taking it, letting me have my space. So just like when I didn't get invited to the St. Patty's Day
Are
party,
you really going to do?
Fuck you.
That's so many years ago. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, come on.
I feel like there's a trend here. See?
No, I think
Didn't get invited to the St. Patty's Day
found
party?
that one thing
Wouldn't
that you could
podcast
sit
with
there
me?
and just pull out and just show everybody. And that was 15, 16 years ago. You didn't get invited to the St. Patrick's party. We coached together in football. I told you
16
about
years
the
ago?
I don't know.
Yeah.
18, who knows?
How long have you been doing this goddamn thing? I've only been coming for maybe 12.
That's because you're the new guy.
Yeah,
You are the new guy.
I am
You are the new
fucking
guy.
new guy.
You've always been
you
the new
sons
guy.
of bitches.
It
I know
was
you guys.
2010.
Well, it'll
Look,
be
you know,
30 years
I've
from
always
now.
felt the odd man out. You know, you guys.
And Sean.
Look at
Sean was
here.
like, hey,
Who doesn't belong here, man? This
Well,
beautiful head of
my-
hair.
I'm gonna just.
This is true. This is true.
One of these things
Yes,
is not
Steve,
like
you are
the
the
other.
Exactly.
Like,
One of these
solid-
things is not like the other.
So,
It's me because I have hair.
Gee, Aaron. What? Sorry, G. Perry. What are your griefs?
Harry.
So
We don't have enough
Aaron's
time
pissed
for
that
Perry's
we never did a
griefs,
podcast. Crosby's pissed because he's only been to 13 St. Patrick's parties. What? Let's go ahead and hear your list of grievances.
I'm good, thanks. No complaints.
Really?
He loves you.
This is like Festivus, huh? We're at
That's
the
right.
airing of grievances part.
That's right.
There
a lot
it
of
is.
problems
Perry
with
has
you
nothing.
people, and you're gonna hear
Absolutely
about
nothing to offer. Aaron, did you get it all out?
For now, yes.
Never.
Yes.
You
no,
sure?
Exactly. It will pop up again from time
It's
to
in
time,
there.
just like the St. Patty's Day non-invite that
Oh,
you
dear
spent so
Lord.
much time saying
got
you
to
were
be
going to
kidding
invite
me.
me.
Get
But,
over it.
I'm good for now. Thank you. I
Well, if it
appreciate
helps,
you. Appreciate
we
that.
are not going to be at St. Patty's this year.
Aaron, we love you.
Thank you. Oh,
You're
no,
a
I love
friend,
you too.
and
It's
we
him.
love
It's
you,
only
bro.
him.
You know how easy it would
No,
have been?
You're always there
Sean
for me.
loves you
It's
too.
just him.
He
You're
just
already
has a hard
regretting
time
this,
showing
aren't you,
it.
Sean?
He does. We know.
I just.
We're gonna figure that out someday. But he has a hard time showing it. But he loves you.
He does. That's very true.
The mood catches him right, he'll grab your leg and just go to town. Word of warning, though, if he does lay into you, it's best to just let him finish.
Just let him finish. Aaron, do you have you just take the floor and we're just going to let you finish.
I'm finished. I'm all done.
Did you get it all out?
Done. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for now. Yep.
You're going to clean
Can
up.
we get that in
You're
writing?
going to clean up behind
Yeah.
yourself.
Can you
Oh no,
sign it?
we'll reload, but you know.
There will be more loads. All right, I've got in my show notes that I
That sounds
wanted
like a
to.
threat.
Oh my dear Lord. You guys know why. I think most everybody heard at least in our general vicinity, heard the first podcast. I did it because I basically bared my soul and admitted that I have a bit of a liver problem and caused by a drinking problem, and have been doing well. Have not been on the hard stuff. Have avoided it. I'm like 20 days into this not doing it, and looking forward to a blood panel and a test to see if numbers are coming the right way. I don't really want to spend a lot of time on this. We kind of covered it last time, and
I love that the guys in the back are like,
holding up their bourbons.
Well, look,
Hey,
man, my liver is, for the record, is fucking pretty phenomenal right now. So I'm
and
But,
Crosby, I do believe multiple times you told him to like pump the freaking brakes, right?
But
You're
let's
like,
just
dude,
say, Sean and I have had a few of these conversations in the past, but I do think that I'm glad that he's taking this seriously and he's getting right. And I told him I would be very supportive.
Bullshit.
However, we did go to Vallarta's last Friday, and I did order a giant margarita right in his face.
Go, bartender. Go, food.
He was very sad looking, I'll just say, but he did.
yes.
It was great. I sat there. Everybody got
chilled.
jumbo margaritas, and I got
And
this little.
He
Hey,
got the
little
little
buddy.
tiny one, and he looked very fucking sad. I'm telling you, but
Wow.
then I was like,
Totally
Jesus, I'm not being a
fine.
supportive friend, and then I'm like, fuck it.
Totally fine.
Pretty
Totally
much.
fine.
Well, listen, I'm proud of you for that.
But I'm here for
well
you.
done, sir. Because anytime we were around previously, you literally would outdrink all of us, usually combined.
They are what we thought they were.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, that couldn't have been more perfect. Actually.
No lie
Where you
detected.
edit how you edit that one in there, but that was great.
you guys got your jumbo margaritas. I got my little tiny one,
Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah.
but I had it and I enjoyed it.
And he got over it, and he powered through.
Yeah.
Powered through, and I went home and I didn't drink anymore. See, that's what you got to do.
How the way you used to describe yourself as like the final boss of like the drinking game.
Well, that goes back years ago when Hunter Crosby, Steve's son, turned 21. They went to Vallarta's. They had lots of poor
I'm
Hunter
sensing another theme
Crosby's
here.
world. He had 2 margaritas. He got all pumped up. They got excited. He came out of the parking lot, grabbed his cell phone, and called me up and goes, "Hey, Mr. McGuire, I could drink you under the table." And I went, Hunter, God love you. I like you, man. But I'm like the final boss in the video game that you have to have like the secret code to beat, and you never get the secret code and you lose every single time. I'm not proud of it. And by the way, Hunter, after he hung up the phone, did what?
Yacked in the bushes, which was awesome.
Yeah.
The Sarge. The Sarge yacked in the bushes.
Yeah, go yak in the bush, kid.
It was that was
See me when you're worthy.
That was awesome. I was like, dude, you don't want to drink another one.
Hey,
Trust me, you don't want to drink 2 of these. 2 is not for the weak.
I have seen your son yakking in bushes as well.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, not that long ago,
Come, see my
Alana
kid
and I,
yak in the bush.
we took a selfie right in front of those and said, "Hey, remember this?" That was funny. Yes, it
There's
happened.
a whole lot of Hunter yakking in bush stories.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to know about the.
Well, it was
all
pretty
of them.
funny. We were down in Mexico, and my 2 kids, who were, I think, 16 and 17 at the time. Hunter was 18, I think.
18, yeah.
19.
Yeah, it was right after
And-
it was a graduation cruise.
Right?
Yeah,
Just-
and my kids wanted to drink. We were at that all-day resort. there in
Mr.
Cozumel.
Sancho's.
And I said, okay, but, I pulled them aside and said, look, this is, all you can drink. You need to be responsible for yourself because you're not going to get any sympathy from me if you overdo it and get sick. My kids were actually pretty good about it. It was Hunter. We're in the cab ride back towards where the cruise ship was.
Mr. Perry, I can drink you under the table.
Worse. He's sitting behind me, and all I hear is this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh no, he's got
Telltale
the
signs.
It's the, yeah.
Wheels down, we're coming in.
So we get
coming in
out.
hot.
We're walking back towards the ship, and all of a sudden there's some bushes right there, and he turns and yaks right into him,
Right
and
in
then
the
falls
bushes.
into the bushes after the puke. Falls
So,
right on top of it.
yeah,
And my
so-
son Owen, bless his heart, without missing a beat, does he help his friend? No, he takes out his phone and starts videoing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I was actually at the bar at Fat Tuesdays because my daughter, who's a couple years older, was like, I always wanted to have a frozen margarita. So I'm getting it. And then Owen walks up and says, Mr. Crosby, you might want to check on Hunter. And I come out and like Hunter's got like one leg hanging out of the bushes and there's like Mexican cops like looking at him and I had to like pick him up and clean him off. Yeah, it was good times. Good times. A very proud moment.
I never drink.
I will say my son
No one in my
Owen did.
family ever drinks. That's great. You probably never run out of ice your whole life.
My son did learn a valuable lesson that cruise, though, because the next day we were in Roatan, I think, Honduras.
Yeah.
And we had gone to another bar, and he had asked me if I could buy him a margarita. So I bought him one, and he starts drinking. He said, this is a lot better than the ones we had yesterday at the other place. I said, son, this is a valuable lesson. Now you know the difference between an $8 drink and an all-you-can-drink.
Yeah. This is true.
And the math works out because when it's all you can drink, you're willing to substitute a little bit of quality for that.
Yeah.
For quantity, absolutely.
We all have our stories with well liquor.
Something I did want to ask you guys, and I thought about this long before when I was planning on who to have on and what to do. I do have topics to discuss. This isn't one of them. As we look forward to the, let's just say the St. Patrick's party, which is coming up, Aaron was not going to make it. He's going to be on the other side of the planet.
Boo, you got a boo button over there?
No, I got, which is similar. I mean,
That's right. Speaking of, I am also not going to make it. We are going to be on a cruise.
dude, really?
Why wouldn't you go the next weekend?
Because it's spring break.
Yeah, the next
My
weekend
lovely
spring break
wife
too.
works. Yeah, this is one they had available.
Oh, because it's Monday.
Yep.
Oh, well, I hope you have a good time. Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Hey, be fucking nice.
That-
Fuck up in here.
That's mine.
That's for you. That's absolutely for you. What I wanted to ask was, as I move forward in my little garbage journey of not being that guy, let's just take St. Patrick's, for instance. My question for you guys is not necessarily what I should do, but is everybody going to be okay? Do we really need that guy? And who's going to step up and be that guy in my absence? The guy that's bumbling and stumbling around by the end of the night and usually gets sent to bed by his wife.
Well, usually you're not the only one doing that.
It's usually,
Crosby,
Crosby.
there's one or
Crosby
two others. It's
part
different
two.
every year. But I agree with Aaron, though. I think it's got to be Crosby.
I
he's
mean,
gotta
look,
step up.
I generally hold up my own.
You got to
Or Elena,
step it up. though.
But look, Sean,
Alana did it for 1 year.
oh,
'Cause,
my
you know,
daughter took care of it a couple years ago, and
Oh, yeah.
I think
they're Crosby.
she's reformed, and she'll probably never have that happen again. And that's a beautiful story. But Sean has different gears.
And you got to find that high gear yourself. I mean,
I don't know that I I have that gear very often.
And afterwards,
I try not to let that.
We'll all say the king is dead. Long live the king.
Yeah, I think the king is dead.
And long live the
I don't
king,
know that I
which
can go that
needs to
far
be it.
anymore, to be honest with you. But I think you'll be all right, man. You might actually enjoy the party.
It's going to happen. I don't really have a lot of choice.
Although it'll be a little like late. Usually it's pretty funny.
You who normally have your head on the bar, or
no. Actually, that's not true. Like I'm normally there, and you have your head on. Or you're speaking like pig Latin or something. We're actually like making jokes, like, "Gee, look at this guy." And there's a lot of good fun because this guy is talking in different language and stuff, and we won't see that this year. So I guess the question is, who is going to be speaking pig Latin this year?
I don't know.
I think we have to go to the younger generation, Sean. I mean, I think we have to look up.
That is the episode 3 is coming up. Will be recorded this coming week, and it's going to be the youth movement. It'll be my son Liam and Perry's son Owen. Will be joining me, and possibly a third guest. And I'm going to try to take a deep dive into Generation Z and see, if there is someone that's going to step up and take the place of. Past.
I think
ass clowns.
I'll be in my normal spot, tending bar after the bartender leaves, and I will find who's taking the next spot from that group. There's got to be somebody in the next generation.
I don't think these kids drink as much.
But they don't. But
I mean, there's been like studies and stuff.
does.
They don't drink as much.
I
they
mean,
don't date. They
there's
they don't do
one
any of the
person.
things that we did.
There's one person. Maybe we can maybe be that guy.
All right. Speaking of drinking, I did a little research. I did a little bit of homework for this evening, so you guys should be proud. I came across the term. Has anybody ever heard of the term zebra drinking?
That sounds
Look
racist.
at Aaron recoil.
That sounds racist.
Wait a minute.
Right. You have
Aaron,
a racist button on there? That's racist.
Can you do anything with zebra drinking?
I do believe, isn't it like drink a drink and then drink water and then drink a drink and then drink water?
Damn that guy.
I've been doing that for a long time.
You got to hand it to the smartest guy in the room.
Seriously, that we call it zebra drinking?
A popular emerging moderation trend where drinkers alternate between alcoholic beverages and non-alcoholic options like water, soda, zero alcohol beer. The point is you want to reduce your alcohol consumption, avoid hangovers, and sustain socializing, which I take great umbrage. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts?
Again, I think Perry was right with the sense of like they just don't do it well. I mean, at the end of the day, socializing is often better when you're drinking. Not Sean drinking, but when you're drinking.
Yeah, there's levels here to go through.
Well, when you're no longer capable of speaking English,
right,
socialization tends to drop a little.
What?
Well, you might be socializing with other organisms. That, I mean, he's communicating with other things.
There's levels here. There's McGuire levels. I've seen it all.
Smoke weed every day.
Who knows?
That's the levels of Steve.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, in a related story, we have a new leader in the clubhouse for non-alcoholic beers. It was Heineken Zero for a while. And just this week, it was announced that Michelob Ultra Zero has emerged as the new #1 top-selling and fastest-growing non-alcoholic beer. And it's starting to make noise on the alcoholic beer charts. What in all this holy is going on?
I don't totally get it. It's kind of like drinking decaf.
I mean,
what's the point?
I assumed that regular Mick Ultra was practically water.
It's pretty much water as it is.
So they had to create an even lighter version.
I hatched a plan where I was going to have some Michelob Ultra Zero here on the table. We would crack one open and pour it around, and then I was doing other things, and I didn't go get any, and I'd feel like a total idiot checking out and be like, I'll take this 6-pack of beer and this box of rubbers. And
So you wanted it to be a fight. The cracking some Mick Ultras on the. I 100% guarantee somebody would have taken a swing at you if you did that.
I don't.
Give them a non-alcoholic beer, you mean?
Not in my.
Yeah. Oh, no. Non-alcoholic, fine, okay. Mick Ultra Zero. Listen. Why do you hate me so much?
All right. Look, we've all come to a basic agreement that non-alcoholic beer is for non-men and non-participants of good times. All right, let's take the USA men's hockey team. These fellas went the entire different direction. They put up a bar tab that is the stuff of legend. According to the Daily Mail, the team ripped through $150,000 worth of champagne, tequila, and vodka at the 11 Club in Miami, Florida. Now, that is sport drinking at its absolute finest, Aaron.
I'm just kind of confused.
Go ahead.
So they started in Milan, in like Italy, Milano, and then like flew to Miami
because
and
of the
drank that much more?
the blizzard,
the
snowstorm,
blizzard or
whatever.
They had to go early, but
they couldn't go to New York.
I mean, if I had that kind of budget, I promise you, I would smash.
Well, the tab was paid for, as I understand it.
Well, interestingly enough, who's your boy, ESPN cartoon character guy? The guy that just dropped out of nowhere?
Pat McAfee. That's my guy,
He
bro.
paid the
hates
tab.
everybody,
He
but-
paid the entire tab.
Yeah, well, the guy's a multimillionaire. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, if I was Pat McAfee, I'd probably pay a tab too. $150,000 for those guys is nothing. I mean, they're drinking like the top end of all the top end. I mean, honestly, it's no different than probably our bar tab on a normal night. It's just multiplied by what they're drinking.
What is it, like 30 of them? 25?
Yeah, 25.
$150,000?
Yeah,
I assume they're drinking the good alcohol.
Of course.
But
they're drinking $5,000 bottles of champagne.
yeah, they're not drinking the well drinks.
And not only that, they're not even drinking it. They're like shaking it up and spraying it in the air.
Yeah.
By the way,
Passing around shots.
paying a bar tab, it's pretty smooth move, right? I mean, if you're that guy, you've been out with some friends, let's say we're all out somewhere, and somebody, has that cock out moment, you're like, oh, I've got it, and you put your card down. So
life is life, man. Some people are very generous and they don't care, and then some people are,
I think it's the thought that counts, and it's the not.
Counts,
I think the move is this, Sean. I think it is ordering extra or more than the other people at the table, and then when the check comes, continuing talking or looking around, whatever, like not even like, or wanting to kind of split it or something like that. It's like, whoa, you got like $400 on this thing, and the rest of us have like 50. And you're like, well, no, let's just split it.
I
don't know. I don't know if I've ever been
did
there.
jar a memory that I had, and we went to, I don't know which one of us went. It was quite a few of us who went to Charlie's Steakhouse, I believe it was, and everybody ordered their giant $100 and something steaks, and then we got every. And its sides are separate.
That was an expensive meal. It was awesome, though. We had a blast, dude. Hell yeah.
Every single
dude.
And if you don't know, when you go to a place like Charlie's and you get the side, there's enough there's enough there proportion wise to feed 3 or 4 people. We got every side they had. The bill was way north of $1,000. I think we split.
It was way north of $1,000. It was about $300 a piece, which was
No.
totally worth it.
Oh no!
Carlos was chiming in. Carlos was there. Yeah. That was an awesome night at Charlie's because I just consider it 2 for the price of 1 because I was only paying for me, and usually I got to pay for my wife. So whenever I paid, I'm like, shit, this was like 2 for 1
for each of us. I was trying to remember just the other day. In fact,
okay, I've got the number 400 stuck in my head. Why? Because when I got home. Guess who was waiting for me?
Somebody got in trouble.
Yeah, guess who was waiting for me? She's like, oh, $400 dinner? No. I hope it was good. I hope you enjoyed your final meal.
You brought leftovers home, though. I recall, like, hey, would you like some of this steak?
You know what I remember about that meal? We loved the cauliflower.
It was so good.
It was.
And
the
we got
cauliflower was
home,
outstanding.
We got back, and Deb found the recipe for us and sent it to us so we could make it ourselves.
I know.
I
do remember
but
that.
has anybody actually made it? I know I have not.
Because you
I
can't
thought
make
I
it
did.
as good as them.
Because we were like, it was so great. And she like found the recipe and sent it to us so we could make it ourselves.
Oh, that was it. I'm glad you brought that up. I totally forgot about that night. That was a killer night. We got to go back to Charlie's or something.
Dude, it was.
Carlos and I were talking about that the other day. We got a Charlie's trip coming real soon.
I'm down for that
for sure. When are you going to be in town again? When are you coming for St. Patty's, man? When
I'll be there the next week.
Next week? When next week?
The 23rd to the 27th. Actually, the 22nd to the 27th.
We might have a
dude. Really, you're gonna be here in 27th? Dude, come on, bro.
I get back from APAC.
Why aren't you going to be on the 14th, bro?
Because I'll be in Singapore.
Singapore. I love Singapore. It's pretty awesome.
Drinking Singapore slings, man.
Have you been to Singapore?
I've never been to Singapore.
Oh, you're in for a treat. Nice. You might cut all this out, but that's okay.
He won't cut it out.
Aaron and I are talking.
I might.
He's just gonna let us
Maybe
finish.
not.
I might.
He
gonna
will
let us
cut it
finish.
out because this is boring. But yes, let's do Charlie's. Weekend of
I'm down.
22nd.
I'm glad you've identified the problem.
Yes.
Everybody listening,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
he's
do
got
Charles
edit
the week of the
capability, so if we
22nd.
get
So
boring,
come
we
see
can
us.
cut it. But yeah,
We'll
let's
be
do it.
appearing live at Charlie's.
Look,
Barry, let me bring something up for you. I did come across today a new viral challenge. I read this, and at first glance, I'm like, this is stupid. But bear with me. Let me get through it.
So you thought of something stupid and thought, I'm going to tell Perry about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You get, no, this is an arbitrary. It says $50 million. Nobody has said they're going to put this up. This is not official. But for $50 million, you need to run or walk, travel on your feet for 10 miles, drink 24 beers, and eat 24 tacos in a period of 24 hours.
Oh, they do that as a race in North Carolina, but it's with Krispy Kreme donuts and beer.
not for $50 million, but
no, I mean,
if you
of course
offer
not
Perry
$50
$50 million, man, he's going to do that twice.
Well, I
like,
mean,
in
you
one
know,
week.
The 10 miles is probably the easiest part of that. Because you can walk 10 miles with no training, you don't need to be a runner or anything. any
Like
kind of
4 or 5 hours? How long would it take to run 10 miles?
athlete. Run or to walk?
Aaron's crunching numbers right now. I feel
Yeah,
it.
I was just thinking.
well,
doesn't
on
look like
average, if you're running about 12-minute miles, which is relatively
How many miles?
10 miles is what
It's
it
going to
says.
take like 3 days.
I mean, yeah,
For us.
yeah. I mean, but if you're
it's
a
probably-
decent
it's-
runner in shape, you're
Yeah, it's
talking
a couple
7,
hours,
8, 9
2-3
minutes.
hours.
You just
You
asked
know,
Perry.
for even a not great runner.
Yeah.
3
Oh yeah,
hours, you can do
easily.
that. Yeah.
I feel like I
Even
could
not
walk 10.
10 miles?
I mean, the last time I walked 10 miles is when I was in New Orleans with my wife.
Can I get a hotel after 2 miles?
Well, Bridget took us on walking tours by Stevie Wonder and walked us all over New Orleans. And we never even got to where we were supposed to be going. It was a disaster.
How many times did you get robbed?
Just like a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I started robbing my stuff back after a while because they got bored. I got bored. I was looking for something to do. And then, of course, the other part is that, somebody consulted an expert. And the expert said, look, the hardest part of this is the run walk. And basically, if you spent half the day achieving the 10 miles and whatever walk, crawl, whatever the hell you're going to do, that's when you start to eating the 24 tacos, which is a little concerning, and then trying to get down to 24 beers.
Wait. So you have 24 hours to walk 10 miles.
Yes.
Drink 24 beers.
Yes.
And eat 24 tacos.
Yes.
Shit, that's 6 hours.
And you get $50 million?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to put down a few of the beers on the walk just
Right.
for hydration, right? I'm going to do the walk first.
Even though it has the opposite effect, but continue.
Sure. But it'll feel good going in. It'll feel like I'm hydrating myself. The hard part's going to be the tacos. 24 tacos is a lot of tacos.
Dude, for $50 million, dude, you'll
listen,
freaking
Harry,
vacuum 50,
Listen,
24 million tacos.
you
bro.
take 5 hours to walk that 10 miles, which is basically almost crawling.
Yes.
And then, as you pointed out, you drink a couple beers along the way, but then you finish. And then you do all of that in 12 hours. And then you got 12 hours to do 2 tacos an hour. That's
Yeah, it's
done.
it's doable, I think.
Easiest $50 million you ever made.
Exactly.
Bro.
That's
Come
like
on,
the
50
viral
million?
thing where they're like, the wives go and ask the husbands for a joke, like, would you punch me in the face for $1 billion? And the guy's like, you'd have trouble getting me off for $1 billion? Do you know that?
billion?
Could
Check out
drop
that
some
meme.
zeros from that,
That's a
and
good
it's
meme.
still going to happen.
Alrighty then. Wait a minute. All right, so this is the speed round. But I'm going to pause the speed round because I want to run this by you. I do have my notes. The combine's going on. Started today.
Mm-hmm.
Today, 313-pound DeMonte Capehart. 313-pound defensive tackle out of Clemson.
Yes.
Dude ran his 40-yard dash in. Are you ready, fellas? 4.85.
That's
Yes.
insane.
There's no way
Point
somebody that big
Insane.
should be moving that fast.
That defies the laws of physics.
Yeah, he just made some money.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Can't get off a block, but he can run a 4.85.
Yeah, they'll
Please
they'll
take
teach
your-
him how to get off a block. If you're 313 and you're running that fast, they'll figure it out.
That's insane.
Well, that was like the guy that ran it like super fast last year and went to the Giants. Like he ran a back down the field.
Yeah,
So-
it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, now we can officially get into the speed round. The speed round, gentlemen, we're going to go around the table. These are rapid fire, short answer. We tried this last week, and it went mostly well until one of our participants decided it was the take your time, think about it, have a sandwich, walk around, ponder, pontificate, and then answer the question speed round, which...
We love you, Deb. Don't listen to him.
Why did you already just don't toss her under the bus. All right, off we go. We'll start with Aaron to go around the table. Aaron, are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning.
Steven?
Morning.
Oh, morning for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
You're night owl.
I'm Captain Night. That was pretty easy to figure out. Aaron, what's the one thing you can't live without?
Computer.
Margaritas.
Perry?
I say the really lame answer, like my wife.
Gay?
Earned points. Well done, sir.
Yeah. I smell so much
She
poo.
might listen to this, so, I have to.
Oh, all right, yeah. Nobody.
You don't have a button.
Nobody's
You don't have a
listening.
button for
Nobody's
that.
listening.
You got
to
a button
this.
for that?
Please. Yeah, I got one that's called bullshit. What can I not live without? Damn you, Perry. I would have to say my wife because I would be living in a cardboard box behind Publix without her.
Now both of you've got us. Steve and I are in trouble now. Thanks.
Let's
Appreciate it.
go the other way, Perry. The last time you were vein bulging, enraged with anger, and why?
When he drove over
boy.
earlier.
Probably in traffic.
Yep. Steven?
The
The last time you were so enraged, the veins were bulging out of your neck.
Probably with my wife last weekend, and we won't talk about that.
Well, now I want to talk about it.
Now we-
Aaron,
now we have
what
to.
say you, sir?
When Perry had to step in and keep somebody from yelling at my wife, and I showed up later and I heard about it, and Perry helped keep me from destroying somebody.
You are a really calm, chill dude.
I am.
Are you
Yeah,
really?
that was like 12 years ago.
That was a
14 years
long
ago.
time
You
ago.
just don't get
Wasn't
mad,
that
do
time
you?
ago.
You just
Listen,
look at
no,
that.
The thing is,
not at all.
don't go after his wife and daughter.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that's
sure
okay.
I'm bulging, raging mad 3 times a week.
Yeah, I
so.
wanted to pull a guy out of his car this afternoon and separate his head from his torso. I do that every day. I knew that question would end that way. Perry, if you could meet any celebrity, who would it be, dead or alive?
Dead or alive? Oh, boy.
I just wanted to open it up. Speed round, Perry.
I know, and I'm trying to think. How about, just to throw a weird one out there, Benjamin Franklin, because the dude was into everything, knew something about everything.
Steve, same question.
Tom Brady.
All right, very nice. I like that choice.
Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway. Now,
Same.
would you meet him in his in Key West or during his early writing days? Or do you want the drunken
Key West
version?
for sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be the much more fun. Mine, of course, is
Yeah,
my,
you like Key West.
Who's mine, Aaron? Go ahead. Tell the folks.
Who do you want to meet?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not saying it.
Michael Schumacher. Who's
I'm not saying it.
Not dead or alive right now. He's kind of somewhere in between in a bed.
Because I would have said Lewis Hamilton because we know you love him.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, how do you do last year? All right, moving on. Last final question. We'll start with Steve. What is a hobby or skill you wished you had?
That's a tough one.
Oh, so Perry. Well, he ponders.
Well, I was a musician for a lot of years, but I wish I had the ability to write music.
Ability to write, not just play. Aaron,
Exactly.
same question.
Play music.
To play an instrument, any particular one, or just
Guitar.
damn? You took mine.
I hate to take these guys' thing, but honestly, I always wanted to be able to play the piano.
We almost
I
have a
always wanted to
band
play
here.
the Piano.
Perry's gonna play the
honestly,
tuba.
I tried, and I'm not. I just can't do it.
I've never had before, but I'll give it a try.
Then you, what did you play? You played the
Trumpet, mostly.
trumpet. Yeah, I always wanted to play the
Miles
guitar.
Davis.
Then I don't have to pay an entertainer for St. Patrick's Day.
There you go.
I can just go make a mockery of it myself. So there you go. The gentlemen, we survived. That was the speed round. All right.
It was just kind of speedish round. It wasn't quite.
Yeah.
Well,
speed.
not
I
everybody.
failed.
Yeah,
Not everybody's quick on their feet.
There's always one. There's always one.
Threw me a curveball.
Moving on. I found another survey because that's what you do. You go look for goofy stuff. This one, it again, there's no on first glance, you're like, that makes a lot of sense. But if you think about it, is having the same bedtime the secret to having a happy marriage? Now, this is a new survey, 2,000 people, married Americans, and they were asked about the bedtime gap, the amount of time between one partner going to bed and the other one following, and the impact it has on their relationships. Now, full disclaimer here, might give you a little insight as to what's going on. This survey was conducted by a company called Avocado Green Mattresses. So this very much could be, I don't know, maybe some underhanded attempt to maybe sell a few mattresses. That maybe might be just bring in the black helicopters and the conspiracy theories. Aaron, is there any merit to this this survey at all?
Well, I mean, as my wife snores over on the couch there, I don't think there is any merit to that since we're getting close to celebrating 33 years together. So
good gracious, 33 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, but you guys got started at a traditionally younger age.
19 and 18. Yep.
Yeah.
1918? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're not far behind that, sir.
So next Friday is 28 years for
There
Mrs. Crosby and I. And the bedtime thing is like, I don't know. We kind of do go to bed at the same time, but I don't know if that's a secret to a long time marriage. I think it's almost like it's an inverse thing. It's not like we go to bed together so we have a good marriage. I think we have a good marriage and we go to bed together. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I don't know if like.
Well, is it old school? Is it like time for bed and get your butt upstairs and get ready?
I know we don't always go to bed at the same time, but I kind of feel like we do. But then when we go into bed, it's not like. Well, she's over there looking at her phone. I'm looking at my phone,
and that's
depending on how much we're drinking or which night it is.
So I think that's the interesting part of that is like there's going to bed together and then there's like going to sleep together. So like Nicole and I will get in bed together. She'll go to sleep, but I'm like sitting scrolling on my phone or
exactly
or something like that.
I was going to bring up something similar. Now I don't have. My wife and I celebrated our first year.
Yeah, you're a newlywed. You're still operating under a whole different set of false securities.
But we tend to go to bed at very different times. I tend to stay up a little bit later. Again, I'm not a night owl, but she goes to bed pretty early. She gets up very early. But what we found is, and I don't want to get too personal, but if you want a little fun and games before you go to sleep, the trick is when she goes to bed, I go to bed. Then fun and games, and then I get back up and go back and watch TV or whatever I was doing.
Well, the trick for us is I make cocktails and drinks. That's the trick for us.
Yeah.
What are you, Bill Cosby?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I make a good cocktail.
We all know what my nights generally up until just recently. I basically drink myself into whatever state I was in. And then right about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, my wife, long since gone to bed at a responsible time, 10:30 at night. That about 1 or 2 a.m., I get the bright idea that it's time to wander over to the bedroom, open the door, and just
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
yeah, and then see what can see if I can get a little business done.
How's that go over?
Knives, sharp objects, lots of expletives, threats of violence, and fear for my life.
About
basically.
what we expect.
So what time are you going to bed these days?
I was going to ask.
Just curious.
It's a change now that you're not drinking.
Are we
so
sleeping
much.
better?
I would love to report to you that I go to bed at a responsible time, and I do not. I still, full disclosure, have some sleeping issues. My body still is very much conditioned to stay up all night and watch dumb TV.
Smoke weed every day.
If it didn't make me throw up sick, I probably would, but I've not. I just don't.
I can neither confirm or deny that I've seen that.
Yeah,
before.
that's just what I need is something else to become obsessed with.
Senator, I do not recall.
Yeah, don't become one of those weed guys that's all they talk about.
Oh my God, you've killed Perry. Well, the survey we just talked about revealed that 58% of respondents feel closer to their spouse when going to bed at the same time. And a similar number believe that it's also important for increasing intimacy. I've never liked the word intimacy. I feel like I'm missing out on something. It sounds way better than whatever goes on in my world.
I mean, that kind of feels like logical. Like proximity makes you feel closer usually, and
Intimacy
also aids all the rest of it.
Yeah, mine feels like begging, loathing.
That feels like a reach to me. I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know if you, depends on, I guess, what stage of your relationship you're in. I guess if you're like in the Perry early phases and you do that, maybe the intimacy increases. But when you're in the Aaron, Steve, and Aaron phase or Sean phase, you just like, you just go to bed.
I still don't think.
I don't know. Like going to bed is just going to bed, and then you go in and you're in there at the same time. I mean, one person falls asleep. I don't know if there's just like intimacy or whatever. I mean, I think that's a little reading into
the way the article's written, the way the survey's written.
Who ran this fucking survey? That's what I was.
Some mattress company.
Mattress company.
Big mattress out there to sell more.
I mean, my mattress is pretty goddamn comfortable, and I don't know if it increases our intimacy or not, but it definitely helps me sleep better, and my back hurts a lot less when I get out of bed.
You should go to bed at the same time on a new avocado mattress.
Avocado green mattress. Get you some today.
This podcast sponsored by.
Yes. I don't know. I have a voice to play for you, and I want you to tell me if you recognize it.
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Perry, what is that? Really? You want to hear it again?
Hear it again.
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
I can't.
None of you, Aaron? Anyone?
I can picture his face, but I can't remember. But he's got like shaggy hair, and he's like the character actor, and he was out of breath, and he was like kind of playing a nerd, but I can't figure out who it is.
Hey, you, get your damn hands off
That
her.
is George McFly from Back to the Future.
Yeah. Okay. I knew.
He opens the car door. Biff is about trying to put the screws to his mother, as it turns out in the movie. That is actor Crispin Glover.
Love that movie.
There you go.
He played Mr. McFly.
Yeah.
Dude's in a bit of trouble.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he was he got his girl back and created Marty, and everything was great. Crispin Glover is 61 years old. Dude was served with a lawsuit in Los Angeles. A woman, unnamed, is accusing him of he had her come from the United Kingdom, come to Los Angeles under the guise of introducing her to Hollywood. She's accusing him of holding her captive and using her as a sex slave for like a week.
All right, man.
And having her perform labor task.
Interesting.
Fake news. And the only reason that this really struck me is just a few days ago we lost Robert Carradine, who was one of the nerds in Revenge of the Nerds. Yes. And I always got those two guys in my head for whatever reason mixed up. The George McFly guy from Back to the Future and the dark-headed nerd guy from Revenge of the Nerds. Mm-hmm. I always got them confused. It's why it just kind of popped up. But the lawsuit says he lured and manipulated into abandoning her home belongings and to work for him as his sex slave assistant. The woman claimed he promised both a home and a job if she moved to L.A., but I would say she did get a little job. So instead of,
hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
It's, hey, you get your ass back in my cage and get back to work.
Well, this is a lawsuit. No criminal charges filed, right?
It's a lawsuit at this point. It's he said, she said. It's an accusation.
He was always kind of an odd duck from,
I mean, I remember him from the Doors movie. He played Andy Warhol in the Doors movie and was just super creepy in that movie. But that's what the role demanded. So, I mean, he did a pretty good job with that.
I'm not sure if all that was acting.
Some people just hit the floor and they're just creeps. I mean, whether it's on camera, off camera, some people just, they're weird. Aaron, what say you?
What's your opinion on this one?
What I say is this.
Yo, bartender, your food needs refill.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on there.
That's it. Exactly. No, listen, in all seriousness, this is like, these things are like weird, as you pointed out, and sad to hear, but also, as Steve pointed out, it's not our place to judge.
No.
I live to judge. I have nothing else to do since I can't get stinking drunk anymore. Now I have to judge. I have to get my opinions out.
You judged even.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on.
All right.
Let's.
All right. One last topic of discussion, then we're going to see if we can put the bow tie on the pig here. We discussed this in our little chat group. talked to you guys about watching. Did anybody watch that Out of Bounds to sports betting boom that I was talking about? Did you go back and watch it?
I watched it.
Did you have the same takeaways as I did? It was a bit more shocking with some of the things that goes on.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about the fact that it's technology companies and as such, they learn a lot about their customers. They have a lot of that data, and I was shocked at how much they use it against their customers.
Yeah, and if you don't know, what the show was basically, everybody's got friends, and if you do it yourself, you got the legalized gambling, and you got your phone, and you've got the betting app, the Seminole Sports app, or if you're out of the state of Florida, you're using MGM or whatever the big casinos are.
DraftKings.
And the show is not condemning it. It does a little bit about how it became legalized and who bought off who. Who is mostly being affected by these betting apps. And then the part that really struck me is when you sign up for the betting app, you put your personal information in. It immediately gets sent downstairs to the virtual basement, if you will, of the casino, and gets washed through all these AI computer systems, and they make a profile of you based on all the information they can get, and they customize your bets. They customize the amount of money that they offer to pay you back, and how insanely invasive these casinos are and these betting apps to keep you spending money. If you lose, you become their favorite customer. If you win, they limit how much you can bet. I mean, it's insanity. So, and the other thing that really struck me is the generation it's affecting the most is Generation Z, our kids' age.
It's young folks. I could probably talk about this for a whole entire podcast. I mean,
We're not
a
going to
lot of stuff on that, but as probably the resident gambler out of all of us, I know Aaron likes to sports bet a little bit, but I do my sports betting. I do my other gambling, but I have extreme control over it. It is an issue for our society, and it is definitely affecting young folks and the way people are targeted and the way AI is used to target people. I'm a big proponent of personal responsibility and freedom, but there's definitely some issues out there for sure. So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, it seems like when you hear them say like, AI and generative AI and all that kind of stuff, that it's somehow something new or whatever, but it's really primarily leveraging predictive AI.
Yep.
That's what they do when they take all your information and they put it in and figure out, they try to predict. Generative AI would be, they take all the information about you and try to create the profile to say not what you'd bet or whatever, but like how they would actually set the bets for you or what you might respond to. But the thing that I've seen, so I saw the thing that you're talking about, Sean. I've also seen another one, and the thing that worries me is all of the stuff you're seeing now about the college athletes and the pro athletes, but specifically college athletes, where they're going to class and getting yelled at and getting people like screaming at them and stuff like that on campus because they missed a shot or because they didn't score or they did score or something like that. And then kids are coming up, their peers are coming up to them and saying, hey, can you not try to score in the first half or do this or do that? And it's almost impossible for them to get away from it. And as, somebody who has a soon to be, college athlete, hopefully, it terrifies me to think about the fact that like he's just going out doing something that he loves and somebody's going to be able to potentially bet on it. And now all of a sudden, if they lose money, they're going to send him all kinds of craziness. It's like I said, it's terrifying. And to your point, Steve, it's like, listen, it's personal responsibility. If you decide to do it, like you need to be able to manage it. But then that second part of it is like, it's not the other person who is playing the game or whatever that you should be blaming for whatever happens.
Yeah, it's the exploitation for money.
Yeah.
But these are young kids. These are college kids mostly that these companies are targeting. You're talking about multi-billion-dollar corporations versus a college kid.
Yep.
Yeah. College kid doesn't have a chance.
Yeah. So it reminds me of like when we were going to college and like you'd show up and they were like, had you signing up for the credit cards?
Yep.
And it's like, immediately, like back when we were going, that was what it was. You'd sign up and they'd be like, oh, don't worry about it. You can pay it back and all of a sudden you're like, I've never had, $1,000 available.
That's another podcast altogether.
Pretty girl in a booth there, swag.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that in part two. My favorite part of that whole, and it's Out of Bounds sports betting boom. It's available on the Vice network. and you can also watch it online. My favorite part of that whole thing was once you get way over your skis, you rack up this massive debt, gambling debt on these apps, and then you're like, you finally hit the panic button. You go to the 1-800 number, and they had these former gambling addicts and guys on the show, and they're like, oh yeah, you call the 1-800 number, the help stop gambling number, and guess who's on the other end?
Yeah,
the casino.
It's them.
It's them. And they go, that's not too much money. You can win that back. You're fine. So just to put a lid on this one, this subject. Out of the three of you, do you think there should be some oversight? They didn't come out and say it, but the way they painted it in the thing was that the politicians have been sort of
bought off.
You said it, I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, where is it?
This is CNN.
But they open the door.
Yeah, they kind of intimated the politicians are sort of looking the other way. But do you feel like there should be any sort of regulation, or is it just the Wild Wild West? And
100%. Definitely should be some regulation around
age.
Yeah,
related?
I mean, there definitely should be congressional regulation on top of what's going on in the sports world right now. I mean, I saw like a kind of a thing on this about gambling and how gambling has evolved over the last, say, 30, 40 years. You know, it was kind of a vice where you could just go to like Vegas and do it. Then they expanded, and then how easy it is now. And look, again, to go back to that personal responsibility, but it's so easily accessible and it's so marketed to people. It definitely exploits people at different stages of life. So I would be in favor of regulation for sure.
And Steve, I think that point that you're making there is a critical one of like, you essentially have a casino in your hand and it's open 24 hours a day. And we all know that like anybody that wants to do it, you're going to do it. But it used to be that you had to go somewhere.
Right, there's friction.
Right. But exactly.
Yeah.
But now it's just like literally, oh, I'm bored. I'm sitting here. Let me go place a quick bet.
Yeah.
And if you have notifications on and stuff. So I don't know if you need to regulate it necessarily. I mean, I think you have to do something, whether it's regulation, whether it's education, whether it's a mix of those things, whatever.
You know who's going to fight you tooth and nail on that?
What's up?
You know who's going to fight any regulation at all? It's not the casinos. It's the sports leagues.
Yeah.
Take the NFL, for instance. They had the biggest ratings numbers this past NFL season they've ever had. And it's like, oh, wow, the sports public. Yeah, it's popular because everybody's betting and everybody's got juice on the games. And all of a sudden, your viewing numbers go up because now you have a reason to watch.
I am the first that will tell you it makes the games way more fun when you have a little juice on it.
Of course.
And you guys watch the games with me all the time, and I don't put a lot. $20 or whatever, it makes the games so much more fun.
Anybody that's ever played in a football pool or fantasy football knows that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it definitely makes the games more fun. The problem is people don't have self-control.
And I've never enjoyed the WNBA more until I started putting a little couple bucks on
literally. No kidding.
Shoot down all the black helicopters, Sean, but also check the statistics and the ratings and stuff. They now fully count online, where they only used to count the TV ratings. Now they actually count in the people that watch it online.
Yeah, the Fun Police just showed
because of YouTube TV. So, so they have the biggest numbers because they actually are counting all of the different viewing approaches than before. It used to only be what you got on your TV. But so many people are going to YouTube TV and all the other Hulu and Live and everything.
It's amazing what happens to statistics and figures when they're accurately counted.
And how long before they take those online platforms like YouTube TV and the rest and bundle in the gambling apps with it so you can place your bets on the side of the screen while you watch the game in the same app.
That would be a little easier to get some bets in.
All right, gentlemen, we've done it. Episode 2. I'd like to ask a question of three of you. I asked this in the first, and I got no answers or feedback whatsoever. But
we'll give you feedback.
No, I know that. Who would you like to hear on this thing? If I were to, I have a sort of a little slightly cobbled list of guests. Is anybody that you could think of that I could get in here and that I'm not thinking of? Learn a little bit more about.
So you're doing the young next week.
The Youth Gone Wild is next week.
That's a good one.
But I think you need to do the broader youth movement. You need to get all of our kids all together for one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. As many as you can. That'd be cool.
I had a thought to maybe sit straight up in bed at night. It was turning us this over to the wives and see if
Godspeed.
That'd be fun.
see if wants to maybe host one.
That would be a very different show.
Yes.
Unlistenable is a word that comes to mind.
Oh, I'm not touching that one.
I would not say that. No. I would like to stay married. And
Aaron's choppy.
Well,
Bad connection.
just like Henry Hill and Goodfellas, you know what? You take your beating, and guess what? Sometimes everybody takes a beating.
That's right.
All right. All right, boys, it's been a really good time. I want to thank Aaron Monroe via our internets, Stephen Crosby, Harry Reid, and myself, Sean McGuire. This has been McGuire's Neighborhood, and maybe a different version next time of Would You Be My Neighbor? I like this. Could be a bit much for the casual listener. Gentlemen, any last words?
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad you finally came around.
No, I'm glad we did this, and we're here for you, buddy. We're here for you. We love you.
Thank you.
You'll always have at least 3 listeners.
That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever asked for. We'll see you next time. It'll be the boys, Liam Owen, possibly another guest for the Youth Gone Wild episode 3 coming out next week. This one will be coming out tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank goodness the sausage party is over. Wait, what is this? Some sort of horseshit after show? They're still talking.
Did we ever get a ruling on whether we used the quote-unquote brown note or the device that disturbs on the ground in Venezuela? Apparently, we have a device.
Havana thing. What did they call that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that was real or not.
Apparently,
it's a great story.
It used to be called the brown note, where it would be a giant speaker that would play a low frequency, and you would basically shit yourself. Now, I don't know if that ever came to fruition, but there's so many stories of from the ground on Venezuela. They're telling out people that weren't there that
used it.
I like to think it's true because it'd be pretty badass.
Well, we need David Castleline was sitting in the audience here a little bit ago. He would know. This is what he does. He's like
But there was a new name for it because it started in Havana where those diplomats were getting sick and were having problems, and they think it was where it started. I forget what the Havana something. I forget the name that they called it. But apparently the story is the U.S. has developed it ourselves and may have used it in Venezuela.
I just want to know if it's a thing or not because I want to play. I got people I want to point that thing at.
St. Patty's.
I was going to say, break that out of St. Patty's Day. Watch this.
Sean's like, oh, yeah, I can't drink.
Now, wait a minute. Somebody's got to clean this shit up.
Connect your boards.
Look, if you become aroused, that's a Steven thing. That's not a me thing.
I don't know what you guys are doing over here, but you should have a button for that.
Front to back,
grab
front
your
to
leg
front.
and just go to town. Word of warning though, if he does lay into you, it's best to just let him finish.
I sat here for hours loading this shit on here.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Mr. Mom, underrated movie.
Yes.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
Tell you what they do.
Tell you what I'd do, man. Two chicks at the same time, man.
2 chicks at the same time.
I was actually going to ask that question tonight, but then some of us, it's like, well, I've already done stuff with $1 million, so what the fuck you asking me?
That'd have been kind of spicy.
Well, that's why I avoided it.
Hey, be fucking nice. Don't fuck up in here.
Don't fuck up in
Don't
here.
fuck up in here.
Bullshit.
All right.
It's
pretty good.
All right.
It is past my bedtime.
What is this one?
I'll crack your fucking head wide open in front of everybody.
Oh,
and guess
that's
what?
a good
I'll
one.
split your fucking head open again.
You know
'Cause
why?
I'm fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck about jail.
Stupid fucker. Fucking stupid.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
I totally forgot that one tonight. But it will be used again, I'm sure.
Look at you. Look at you.
They are who we thought they were. Fucking thing sucks.
Did you hear that I don't know why that one reminded me. Tony Dungy got fired from NBC.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, and nobody seems to know exactly. I mean, NBC is kind of like, oh, we like to mix it up a little bit. We like to pissed somebody off.
What's going on there?
The Belichick thing was big.
If that's what it is, I'd be absolutely that's complete and utter horseshit.
What happened?
Dungy got canned from the Sunday night pregame show and the halftime show. And NBC is basically, I mean, I have my theory, and you're going to hate it. I think it's to get the Collinsworth kid in there, and they sacrificed Dungy to get the damn Collinsworth kid in there.
Oh, here we go. Collinsworth's conspiracy.
Somebody had to go, and they're like, you know what? Dungy doesn't bring anything. Nobody listens to him anymore. Oh, and he hosts Belichick out of the Hall of Fame vote.
Oh, is that the story?
That's what.
Well, he refused to say on air if he had
how he
voted,
and everybody assumed he voted against it.
Oh,
at the end of the day, it wasn't one vote that he was off from.
No.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that was it. It could have been a contract dispute. It could. Who knows? I mean, he's been there for a while.
But at
were
some
the ratings
point
suffering? I don't know. I'd have to drill into it.
But at some point in time, they start to go, you know what? That's running thin.
Yeah.
And to Sean's point, it's like, all right, well,
Time
we're
to
going to
move
bring
on.
younger blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not Collinsworth kid.
What you want?
I mean, look, if Collinsworth kid shows up on Sunday Night Football, then I'll be like, okay, you're right.
I just think it's funny that NBC's we're totally revamping Sunday Night Football. All right, what are you doing? Well, Tony Dungy's out. All right, and what else?
That's it.
Yeah,
Collinsworth kid.
Yeah,
it's a promotion from within because Collinsworth threatened to quit, and which would have been the rejoice of every Sunday
we really
night
need to have
football
a podcast drilling into Sean McGuire's conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
that should be like a theme.
Could be a theme for an
Sean
episode.
McGuire conspiracy theories and
that could be an entire show.
An entire show.
What's his name's trying to get back? The man, back, whatever that prick's name is. I didn't want to hear his name.
He's not trying to get back. He's never left.
Yeah,
he never fully retired.
Just die already.
I mean,
good God,
you love him. What do you have?
How many times has he quit? How many times has he
We really
retired?
should have drilled down into that in one of these podcasts. Why do you hate Chris Berman so much?
He's
like an
horrible.
iconic-
he ruins every broadcast he even
like
comes
an
here.
iconic broadcaster from our time.
What game? We were at the Orioles game.
Remember
the
that?
Cal Ripken game.
It's so awesome. The Cal Ripken game, and then Bourbon comes out, and this guy was so pissed.
Berman is outside of the gate. Guys, I'm here. Guys, don't you need the Swami on the broadcast?
Meanwhile, I'm watching USF play Florida.
You can't have a Cal Ripken night without the Swami.
See, we should have talked about that. I do remember that. That was fun.
we got to put that as a topic for
who
another.
has a shtick.
Yeah.
Except himself.
Guys, I'm right outside the gate.
I'm the only one that can have
I'm on the
shtick.
phone. I'm on the phone. I'm right outside the gate. Just let me in. I can come down on the field. I can do interviews. I'm the Schwab.
I mean, Chris Berman was like a transformational,
Horrible,
person in
awful,
the
but not in a good
matter
way.
of sports broadcasting.
He's terrible.
For our generation.
And then he fondled some chick at ESPN. Then he had to was forced to retire.
Well,
and then now he keeps coming back.
It is.
It's like herpes. He keeps coming back.
I kind of get why you hate Collinsworth. Most people do.
Here's a guy.
But your hate of Chris Berman is very unhealthy.
It definitely is.
And then who's the other guy I don't like? The guy who...
what do you mean who's the other guy you don't like? I mean, you guys goddamn list a mile long. We couldn't even... Who do you like? That's a list that's short.
Well, Al Michaels, I've always enjoyed.
Okay.
He's
because he drinks as much as you do. That's why.
No, that was
Brent Musburger.
That was Brent Musburger. That was your boy.
Yes.
You are looking live as I stir my doers in water with my pinky finger.